You might be holding on to a $100,000 coin and not even know it. My name's James, and I've helped collectors buy and sell millions in rare coins and currency. Backed by real auction data, I'll show you exactly what makes these coins so rare and valuable, and how to spot them. Let's hop into it, guys, with this first coin. This is a Mercury Dime. So before the United States issued the Roosevelt Dime, this is what they had. They had the Mercury Dime, which shows a side profile of Lady Liberty on the front of the coin. The nickname Mercury came when individuals thought this coin looked like the Greek god Mercury. I digress. This beautiful coin from 1942 sold for $102,000, and here's why. First of all, the grade and condition is very high on this coin. Looking at how old the coin is, look how shiny and lustrous it is all around. The next biggest area that you need to be paying attention to is on the date there. So if you look very closely, you will see that this is what we call a 1942 over 1 10-cent Mercury dime. So this is a big mistake that happened at the US Mint, and there are not too many of them out there in existence. However, if you do come across one, make sure that you contact a rare coin expert so they can help you maximize the value of your coin. Do not bring it to a pawn shop. Once again, this one sold for $102,000. Up next, we have a coin that sold for $114,000. That's right, guys. This 2001 Denver issued Lincoln cent coin is a doozy. So look below the date there, you're going to see a D mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was actually made. The coin was graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 red. So 70 is the highest achievable grade you can get when grading. And remember, each point difference really matters when it comes to the value of your coin. A 67 is likely always going to bring a lot more money than a 66, for example. But to get back to this coin got the red designation. These coins that are made from copper can either come red brown, or brown, depending on environmental conditions and the type of metal the coin is struck on. What made this coin sell for so much money is the fact that this coin was accidentally muled with a Roosevelt Dime reverse. So reverse means the back of the coin, obverse means the front of the coin. Some people will call this an 11-cent coin because you got a cent coin on the front and a dime on the back. Very cool mistake. If you ever find one of these bad boys, hold on to it safely because you just got into a lot of money. Moving right along, this is a genuine dollar coin from 1922. This is what we call a peace dollar, and it sold for $144,000. Unfortunately, the surface of this coin has been altered. That's why you never want to mess around with your coins. Only let an expert professional do any sort of cleaning on your coins. Either way, even though this coin wasn't actually graded, it was graded as a genuine with altered surface, uncirculated detail. This very rare coin is a matte finish high relief. The coin weighs 26.73 grams, has a 90% silver, 10% copper metal composition. This is a very, very rare coin that sold for $144,000. $168,000 for this 1944 1-cent coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 64. I'll keep this coin brief, guys. If you come across a 1944 coin that is struck on a zinc-coated steel planchet like this one, you are in for a treat because it's worth a lot of money. To keep a long story short, what happened here was back in the day, the US needed bronze for ammunition, so they transitioned into a zinc-coated steel sand planchet. This was in 1943 when they did this. In 1944, they transitioned back to the copper planchet, but this coin accidentally still got struck on the same planchet they were doing in 1943. Big oopsie there, and collectors will pay a hefty price for a coin like this that sold for $168,000. $240,000 for this 1915 Buffalo nickel. So before the Jefferson nickel, we had this beautiful Buffalo nickel where you have an Indian side profile on the front and then the buffalo on the back. And as you can see, this coin has some beautiful toning going on with it. That is that rainbow color going on. This is a very highly graded coin at a proof 69. There were only 1,050 proof buffalo nickels struck in 1915. The coin has very vivid toning, described as orange tan, emerald green, blue, salmon pink, and ice blue, overlapping halos and iridescence. The surface is immaculate with no carbon spots, hairlines, or contact marks. Previously sold by Heritage in 2003 and 2005 for $52,900 and $69,000. So there's a huge leap in price here, as you can see. These coins were struck on 75% copper and 25% 95% nickel. This coin is very, very rare because of the high grade. It's the only one known example in this high of a grade. It's a top population coin, and that is why it sold for $240,000. If you want to learn more about coins and currency, we have a completely free coin and currency ebook down below. Make sure you pick that up, and we will see you guys in the next one.